your move.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chas Calaw.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves, let it! Victor Moves puts it on. Unbelievable! Gemma on the left side. Oh, attack! Stuck in another one! Bakunas rejecting Esteban for the point.
Alas, Pilipinas men looking to make the most of their chance to claim a spot in the round of 16 of the FIVB Men's Volleyball World Championship. The national men's volleyball team will take on world number 13 Iran in a do-or-die match that will be tomorrow, 5:30 in the afternoon, still at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. And you can catch that game live on One Sports, on One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app. Now, whoever wins this match will advance to the next stage and become the last Asian team standing in the tournament. Alas, men are coming off a historic 4-set victory over Egypt just last night. It is the first time that the Philippines ever scored a big win in the tournament. Despite the euphoria from the milestone, Alas head coach Angelino Frigoni wants to make sure to keep his squad's feet on the ground.
Slowly, please. Yes. We just win today. I don't know what will happen in 2 days. We are not every time stable like we were today. So you have to understand, because now we beat Egypt and we are the best team in the world. No. We are the same team that before, that sometimes play very good and sometimes not very good. We have to get stable on this level to try to compete. When we are stable in this level, we can discuss. But for now, it's one match. So, also don't put on the mind of everybody that we are a good team, that we are okay, we play good today. We are very happy that we win today, but we know what we have to improve. We know exactly what we have to improve.
It was a wave of emotions for the players of Alas Pilipinas men after their victory over Egypt. Setter Owa Retamar was in disbelief after he orchestrated the team's breakthrough win in the global event. Retamar finished with 40 excellent sets. Libero Josh Ibanez was likewise emotional. Ibanez had 9 excellent digs and 6 excellent receptions. Here's what the two players had to say after the game.
Hindi namin in-expect na mananalo kami ng ganun. Egypt, alam natin na mataas yung ranking nila. Ayun, sobrang saya kasi dami nag-cheer sa amin. Siyempre, hindi namin expect na manatalo ng Egypt kasi mataas nga yung ranking nila. Alam sila sa height, but sabi ni Coach Angelino, mag-base na kami sa friendly match namin sa lahat ng kalaban namin. Alam ni Coach Angelino na kaya namin matalo.
Ang feeling hindi ko talaga ma-explain. Like, sobrang naiyak na ako kanina, tumulong yung ako. Because I really didn't expect na mangyayari to. But then, I always have a huge trust sa mga teammates ko, sa coaches ko, sa team as a whole. And ayun, alam ko naman kaya talaga namin sa nangyayari. I think we're pretty confident naman, lalo na because we always focus on ourselves. Hindi naman kami nag-focus sa Iran. Ang Iran may sarili sa sistema, but hindi kami meron din kami. So, I think it's better na mag-focus kami sa kung ano potential ng team. Parang kung nanalo ng receivers.
Well, as for Team USA, they will head into the round of 16 undefeated. The Americans completing the sweep after beating Cuba in 4 sets, 25-17, 25-22, 23-25, and 27-25. With Team USA in control for the entire game, they fielded their substitutes in the third frame. Cuba escaped in the third but fell short, forcing a decider after dropping the fourth. All in all, USA played 13 of their 14 players. Cooper Robinson led the team in scoring with 14 points.
I mean, Coach likes to call them game changers, and they are those, right? We on my side of the net, during training, we see it every single day. They give us fits and nightmares all the time, and so it's fun to watch them give other people nightmares. I mean, it's about as good as we could have asked for a group stage. I think we're feeling good. I think we're pretty healthy and playing some pretty good volleyball. So it's a little bit strange. We have like a few days off now, 3 or 4 days off, I think. So we're going to continue to sharpen our tools a little bit and get ready for the next round. We don't know who we play yet. I think it's the winner of Slovenia-Germany tonight, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're going to sit back with our popcorn and get to be fans of volleyball for a little bit, and then we'll go dive into the next opponent.
Meantime, Portugal with a comeback for the ages to stay alive in the tournament. Playing for survival, the Portuguese rallied from 2 sets down to defeat Colombia in a 5-set thriller. Final score 23-25, 21-25, 25-20, 25-21, and 15-11. Outside hitter Nuno Marquez led the way with 19 points on 13 attacks, 4 blocks, and 2 aces. He got solid support from Jose Pinto, who added 16 markers. Middle blockers Kelton Tavares and Philip Sevedikanin chipped in 12 points apiece. With 2 wins and 1 loss, Portugal will now head to the round of 16. Colombia will go home winless in 3 games.
A really important win. We needed to win to stay in the competition. Now it's not in our hands, but we did our job. We won, and now we have to wait. But really proud of the work of the team. It was a really tough game. A lot of pressure because I think we were favorites to win, but Colombia didn't have any pressure. We knew that we needed to win, and I think like in the first set, we needed to win that set to stay in the competition. This was the main thing, but also for ourselves to stay in the competition, to be proud of what we did. We really wanted to finish with a win. If we can continue the competition, perfect. If we can't, at least we did our job. We did a really good job, and I'm really proud of the guys.
It's the penultimate game day of the FIVB World's preliminary phase.
More teams are entering the round of 16. Let's take a look at the other scores in Pool B. Qatar ends its World campaign with a 4-set win over Romania, 20-25, 25-23, 25-20, and 25-22. Outside hitter Yusuf Uglaf led the way with 15 points, all on attacks, but neither team made it to the knockouts. In Pool E, Bulgaria advances to the second round, undefeated after sweeping Chile, 25-17, 25-12, and 25-12. Alexander Nikolov put up 17 points, built on 15 hits and 2 aces. In Pool G, Turkey also swept Canada in a battle of 2 unbeaten teams, 25-21, 25-16, and 27-25. Addis Lagumdia paced the team with 15 points, all on attacks. Both teams are already through to the next stage of the tourney.
In Pool B, Poland also moves on to the knockout phase with a perfect slate after beating the Netherlands 22-25, 25-23, 25-19, and 25-22. Bartosz Kurek made the right moves to lead the Polish squad with 19 points built off 16 attacks, 2 blocks, and an ace. 2 more games to wrap up another full day. Slovenia takes on Germany at 9 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay. The winner will advance to the knockout phase with a 2-1 slate. Then at 9:30 p.m., Libya and Japan battle for pride as both teams try to end their sorry campaigns on a positive note. That game will be at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Games will also be available for streaming on the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up, Gilas women's star Jack Animam is headed to Japan. Find out which team signed her next here on Play by Play.
Welcome back to the show. You're still tuned in to play-by-play only here on One News. Once again, the WNBA's Rookie of the Year is a no-brainer. Dallas Wings guard Paige Bueckers wins the prestigious award. The 2025 draft's first overall pick earned the honor after receiving 70 votes from a national panel of 72 sports writers and broadcasters. The UConn standout lived up to the hype as she averaged 19 points, almost 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and at least a steal through 36 games. Bueckers led all rookies in total points, points per game, total assists, and assists per game. She also set a WNBA single-game rookie record by dropping 44 big points on 81% shooting against the LA Sparks just last August. Bueckers succeeds Caitlin Clark, who was also last season's top rookie.
As for the WNBA playoffs, 2 teams have forced deciding Game 3s in their respective first-round series. The Indiana Fever take down the third-seeded Atlanta Dream 77-60. Kelsey Mitchell led the way with 19 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Whoever wins Game 3 will end a long playoff series win drought. Atlanta last won a postseason series in 2016, while Indiana's last series win came in 2015. Meanwhile, the Seattle Storm took a clutch 86-83 win over the surging Las Vegas Aces. Skylar Diggins drained a jumper with 4 seconds left to help the Storm extend the opening round tilt. Diggins had 26 points and 7 assists, while Nneka Ogwumike added 24 and 10 rebounds. Game 3 for both series will be on Thursday.
Meanwhile, tomorrow, the New York Liberty may have to play Game 2 against the Phoenix Mercury without their star forward Brianna Stewart. Stewie is listed as questionable for the match because of a left knee injury she suffered in Game 1 Monday. She hurt her left knee with 3 minutes to go in OT. She had to leave the game, but the Liberty held on to a 76-69 win. The 2-time WNBA MVP still finished with 18 points. Liberty coach Sandy Brondello says Stewart's MRI results came out relatively clean ahead of Game 2. Still, she did not participate in practice today. As to the nature of the injury, it remains unclear, but Stewie's availability remains a game-time decision.
Filipina basketball star Jack Animam is taking her talents to the land of the rising sun. The 26-year-old forward center signed with Denso Iris in the Women's Japan Basketball League for the 2025-2026 season. Her arrival was announced by the team on its social media accounts. Last year, the Gilas women's standout helped FCC UAV finish 3rd place in Romania's Liga Națională. Animam's other stints abroad include stops in Serbia, France, China, and Australia. Recently, the 6'4" pivot also played in the FIBA Women's Asia Cup, where she averaged 10 points and as many rebounds to help the Philippines finish 6th overall.
Meanwhile, let's go to the PBA. As #1 overall pick, Chiu thinks his prior experience in the professional ranks will be a big boost in his upcoming PBA campaign. Speaking on the starting lineup, Chiu says he's blessed to have been guided by veterans and imports in his previous pro teams. They helped him elevate his game to a new level, which he thinks is an advantage heading into the PBA. The former Ateneo standout played for the Taiwan Mustangs in the Asian tournament, and then the Zamboanga Valientes of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, or MPBL. Chiu hopes to build a winning culture with the Terra Firma G. The team will need all help that they can get for the league's golden year, especially since they only got 3 wins all of last season.
We had I think 2 to 3 imports. So that really helped, get up a little bit from their brains, coming out of college, they see you're young, there's so much for you to learn. They really push you to become better. They tell you, oh, this is what you do, this is what you do.
Does it make you feel that you're ready for the PBA?
I mean, it for sure helped. When I went to Japan, I had imports they really guided me all throughout the season. They would tell me, Gio, this is what you do, this is how you defend this. So I feel like that's the biggest advantage, siguro, heading to the PBA. I hope to help build a culture na
Winning culture.
like
Right.
just the mentality of winning.
Right.
And so like inside the game, like over the past year, like I've developed, having that confidence in myself,
Right.
like shooting, just being more confident with the ball. So hopefully that's something that I could, help my team with.
Coming up here on the show, the UAAP opens its new season with a hope-filled celebration. Find out what's to come during the opening rites for season 88, hosted by the University of Santo Tomas. That story and still a lot more coming your way when Play-by-Play returns only here on One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. The Cherry Tigo crossovers go for a major upgrade for the 2025 PVL Reinforced Conference. Cherry Tigo tapped Cuban wing spiker Yunesca Batista as their import. Batista was a former member of Cuba's national team, which joined various international competitions, including a couple of FIVB's world meets. Not too long ago, Batista took Kazakhstan citizenship as she continued her pro career around Europe and Asia. The 32-year-old spiker will look to help Cherry Tigo surpass its bridesmaid finish in the PVL on tour and a fourth-place finish in the PVL Invitational. The PVL Reinforced Conference is scheduled to begin this October.
Of course, FIVB Men's Volleyball World Championship fever. Tuloy na natin sa highlight reel. Unahin na natin Qatar against Romania. Here's Ribeiro Renan serving for the match here. Take a look at this. Good pop-up, still kept alive here by Romania. Denied by Qatar. Still falling to the ground there. That was Abunabot. 5 blocks. That was one of his 5 big blocks for Belal Nabil Abunabot, who put up 13 points, by the way. And Belal was just huge in this one. Qatar closed its Pool B campaign, at least on a high note, on a winning note, from rallying from a set down, eventually defeating Romania here in 4 frames. So they lost the first 20-25, but 25-23 the second, 25-20 in the third, and in the fourth and final for at least for Qatar, 25-22 at least. Uuwi sila in their home country, happy. Not moving on, pero at least on a high note naman. Okay, Bulgaria against Chile. This is in Pool E. 24-12 is the score here. Nashev with a serve, over received by Chile. Up, free ball. Okay, where does Bulgaria go? That was a good shot down the line hit. Nikolov puts Chile to sleep that time, completing the sweep. Final score, take a look again. So it was a good serve, over received by Chile. Boom. And then they go to the strong side, down the line, sharp to that sharp corner there. 25-17, 25-12, 25-12 the score. Dominant win for Bulgaria here. Nikolov, by the way, finishing with 17 points. His lowest output so far, but it didn't matter as Bulgaria now advances to the round of 16 after sweeping Pool E, winning all 3 games. What a tournament so far for Bulgaria. Watch out for them in the next round. Okay, let's go to Turkey against Canada. Let's go to the third set. Good serve, tied here, 24-all. Ooh, look at that. So, single block, face-to-face. That was a strong killer block from Pilipinas Bulbul. He says, Hayuk, no in Turkish. And get that out of here. Bediran Bulbul with a booming block. That's one, yun po talaga pangalan niya. That's one of 3 rejections for Bediran. He finished with 9 points. Turkey comes out on top, 25-21, thanks to that block from Bulbul. 25-16, 27-25. Both teams are still through to the round of 16 as group mates Libya and Japan have not won anything yet entering this game. Nice one. And that's the name we won't. Ang ganda naman ng nilaro niya, so hindi makakalimutan. Okay, Portugal, Colombia na tayo. Tama na tama mo, Paong. 13-11 the 5th set. Nuno Marquez will serve it up here. This is 13 serving 11. Colombia attacks, popped up. Ball up high. Free attack here for Portugal. Ooh, look at that acrobatic shot changing in the air by Sevikanin for that was Philip Sevikanin. I hope I said it right. For this creative attack. Medyo mahirap lang i-pronounce yung kanyang last name. But take a look at that. Ooh, placing it perfectly, just right behind the line, up in the air. Oh, to be tall, athletic, and that hang time. Portugal, by the way, would go on to win the match. Secured a reverse sweep here. 23-25. 21-25, 25-20, 25-21, and 15-11. Philip finishing with 12 markers in this one. Okay, lastly, kakatapos lang. USA, Cuba. Okay, Gabby Garcia, strong serve. Okay, up we go. Cuba attacks, block there. Look at Jendrik with a block, strong in this one in the first set. And look at Michael Christensen, team captain, loving that from his middle blocker. That was a solid block, solid Team USA point. They win the match in 4, 25-17, 25-22, 23-25, and 27-25, topping Pool D. Exciting volleyball action as it still continues, and we move on to the next round. Good luck to Alas Pilipinas facing Iran, must win. Hopefully we win and we advance to the round of 16. Check.
And before we go, a special treat in the UAAP Season 88 opening rites hosted by the University of Santo Tomas. The ceremony will take place at the historical UST grounds this Friday, September 19. It will begin with a Mass inspired by the Catholic Church's Jubilee Year of Hope at 2 p.m. Then the Journey of Hope program will start at 6, and this will include the parade of student athletes, and the symbolic lighting of the UAAP cauldron. The celebration will close with a drone exhibition, fireworks display, and performances from a concert of hope. The UST Central Student Council invites the entire UAAP community to come together for one epic night. UST hopes the opening ceremony will capture the vibe of the school's famed Paskuhan and Welcome Walk events. You can catch the festivities live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and the Pilipinas Live app.
You know, it's always exciting every time, you get a different flavor from all the other schools. And UST, syempre, sabi nga nila, di ba, it's a cliche, pero hindi magpapatalo yan.
No.
You know, talagang it's a great institution, great school, rich history, and talagang they will, kumbaga, bongga ang pag-host nila.
I mean, that's one thing about school spirit. Hindi talaga magpapatalo.
Kahit ano
No.
pa, kahit ano yan. Kahit cheerleading,
Yeah.
lalo na cheerleading, basketball, volleyball, and ito hosting, I'm sure USC will host a really solid season 88 in the UAAP. That's all from us tonight, though. You can catch us again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Liton-Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.